we can now use AI to make videos programmatically with Remotion and Claude Code. For example, for my application that I built called Bookkeepers.cloud, I was able to use Claude Code, Remotion, and HeyGen to create a marketing trailer video for my products. Check this out. So you're running a small business and you got receipts piling up, bank statements you have looked at, and tax season is right around the corner. Go to Bookkeepers, upload your receipts, PDFs, photos, whatever, and throw in your bank statements too. Bookkeepers AI will scan every receipts, pull out the details like vendor, date, amount, and matches it to the right bank transactions automatically with no manual data entries required. One click and everything is in a clean, organized spreadsheet, matched, categorized, and ready for accountants. Bookkeepers is an all-in-one tool that manages your receipts, match your transactions, and get your books in order. So what are you waiting for? Try Bookkeepers for free today, link in the description below. Alright, so pretty much that's the trailer, and if you're interested to see how I use that to build my video for using Remotion and Claude Code, then make sure to follow this video along. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly the 5-step process that I use to make any videos using Remotion and Claude Code. So with that being said, if you're interested, let's get into it. Alright, so before we jump in, a quick intro for those who are new here. My name is Eric, and I have spent years as a senior software engineer at companies like Amazon, AWS, and Microsoft. And I have started this YouTube channel to share everything I have learned along the way, from AI encoding to automations, Web3, career developments, and more, all broken down into practical tutorials that you can actually follow. So if you're ready to level up, make sure to check out my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, so first thing first we're going to do here is to go to Remotion documentation, and right here you can see it gives us a command exactly how we can be able to install or add the Remotion dev skills into our local machine. So this works with Claude Code, Codex, or Cursor, and many other coding IDs that we have here. So I'm just going to copy this command right here, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hop over to the terminal, and here currently I'm in the root directory, and I'm just going to paste this command right here and run this. So you can install this using bun. But for my case here, I'm just going to use the npx here to install. So first thing first, you can see that it has found one skill, which is this remotion-best-practice skill, right? And here, these are the coding agents that we can be able to choose from. So I'm just going to choose my preference, which is Claude Code, but you can feel free to choose like OpenClaw or Klein or any other coding IDs you like. So once you have chose that, you're just going to click on enter. And here is asking us if you want to install this in a project level, or we can be able to install this globally, which will be available across all projects. So here I'm going to choose the global option instead. And then in terms of installation here, we're just going to choose the symlink here for the recommendation. So once that's done, we're just going to say proceed with installation. And now you can see that we have one skill that's fully installed. All right, so next thing up we're going to do here is to make sure to install Remotion inside of our projects. So I'm just going to copy this command. And here what I'll do here is basically create a folder called Bookkeepers Video and CD into it and basically run this command right here. Now, once you have your project set up, this is what the project structure look like. And what we're going to do first is take a look at what we're going to try to create. So I have a image folder here, and this is basically all the products, the screenshots that I took for the product that I built. For example, the product that I built is Bookkeepers, and here inside of the Bookkeeper applications, there's the bank statements, the bank transactions, right, where you can be able to view the source files, the entire transaction details, as well as the comparison on how is it different compared to other competitors in the market, as well as the confirmation on the match, right? You can match the receipts with the bank transaction. There's also the dashboard where you can be able to see the real stats on how much was it spending, how much tax was being recovered, and also the HST, maybe like the GST or like tax breakdown on different stats, as well as like different categories for the spending, the exports, and also the landing page, the receipt page, and also the 3-step process, right? Once you have the designs, you can feed this into Claude Code, and you're simply just going to type in remotion-best-practice, which is the Claude skill that it has created onto your local machine. And simply you're just going to tap into this and say things like, based on the images that we have created here, right? These are all the images from our original application. Try to create a plan on exactly how we're going to build this, right? That's part one. And part two is where we can be able to take trailers from like different products, maybe like Apple, Claude, or XYZ companies, product trailer videos from YouTube, or another place that you can be able to take a look is Dribble.com, where there's so many product videos, like for example, this one right here, which is showing in the main screen to show the entire product design or the product trailer video that you can actually be able to feed into Google Ads Studio, which I'll show you in a second, and convert it into a MD format, the entire video prompts, after it has analyzed frame by frame for the video that it provides. So for example, I really like this Google Vids trailer video, and I basically attached that in the Google AI Studio, and here is the exact prompt. So I basically say that you're a frame-by-frame video analyst, and I give you a product trailer, and your job is to reverse engineer each scene, every element, every animations, every color, text, transitions, everything, convert it into a structured markdown document. And this is the entire full prompts. By the end of this video, I'll make sure to show you where you can be able to find this prompt, but follow me for a second here. And at the end of it, you can see it will give you the entire answer on, okay, this is the title, the products, the frames, the canvas, the design tokens. So Google AI Studio already has this data, and you just ask it, it will basically analyze it, try to give you exactly what you want. For example, design tokens on the color, the typographies, the spacing, the inventories, scenes, right? And all the scenes breaking down like scene number 1, scene number 2. So you can literally use this and tell exactly, okay, I want to create something similar to the Apple trailer video, right? Or Claude trailer video, or XYZ trailer video, or trailer videos from Dribble.com for the UI inspirations. And you can literally just download it, right? And attach it in Google AI Studio, and it gives you a MD file. And you can literally use that MD file here to basically tell Claude exactly, hey, please look at this reference and try to design something similar to this, right? And literally that's the two-step process that I follow to generate the video that you saw in the intro video. And just want to recap really quickly, the two things that I mentioned here is one, taking screenshots for the current product that you're trying to, sell, that you're trying to, that you have, maybe like a landing page. And the second is take a look at some inspirations, right? Like YouTube videos or Dribble.coms, and try to find those things. And for example, in the context, I have a MD file called the videos links. And these are some of the inspiration that I really like from, from different product trailers like ChatGPT Atlas or Google Vids, like some other video files from YouTube, right? And I use that as an inspiration, follow the step 2 process that I follow by converting them into a MD file, which contains the comprehensive blueprint for a particular trailer video, right? Where we can be able to replicate this in remotion. And this is the entire thing that I passed to Claude Code. And step 3 is really just try to, execute. And the way how I do it is make sure to use the /remotion-best-practice, because we just installed this onto our Claude Code session, right? So make sure to use tab to basically slash this skill right here to use it and design the remotion that you want. And basically you just reference this context stuff and also the image stuff that I just mentioned from step 1 and step 2. First, try to design the transcript first, right? Here you can see this is the entire transcript. Then I'll basically try to work backwards by saying that this is the transcript. These are the, scenes that I would like. These are the current, products that I have in our applications. Can you design a trailer video for this? All right, so once you use the remotion command here to build the first draft, then the first draft always is not going to be perfect. What I usually do here is I will try to make sure that we try to focusing on the reusable component first before we try to refine the scenes, right? For example, here you can see there's a source folder, and inside of it, there is a component, and in components, there's a shared folder. These are all the shared components that we are using throughout the entire scenes. So for example, if I were to open, do the npm run dev, here is the first scene, right? The hooks. You can see the line here, you can see the background color, you can see the receipts, and I carry the same thing over to the second scene as well, right? So you can see that the button here, and if we were to look at this one, you can see the background color is the same as the first scene, so they are reusable, right? And here you can see this receipt here is showing in the first scene as well, or this actually the scene number 2. And also the match scene as well. So you can see the background color, the buttons here, the color are all exactly using the reusable components that we have designed initially. So my recommendation is that always focusing on the reusable components, because once you have those down, you can design how many scenes you want because you already have the base components down, right? So once you have those down, you can be able to design as many scenes consistently throughout the entire story or whatever, right? You can design it however you want because you have the shared components. Okay, so that's my recommendation. Make sure to focus on the shared component first before you are going to create the stories. Okay, that's the most important tip that I will give you. And the next step you're going to do here is basically try to iterating through, right? And one tip that I can give you that not a lot of people talk about is you can actually use /frontend-design skill. I actually talk in the Claude skill video, which you can check out here. I talk about how you can be able to use the front-end design skill to design something on the front end, right? You can actually use the same Claude skill inside of your scenes. For example, once you have all the shared components down and you struggle to put them all together, like, oh, how should I be able to put this in this screen, or how should I put this in this scene? And you can literally just say, oh, front-end design skill, give me a wireframe on for this particular scene, this is a transcript. Can you give me a wireframe for using the shared components that we have in our current library? I want to design the scene, right? And the front-end design skill will basically try to design it, give you a wireframe. Oh, this is what it looks like. Oh, this is what it should be, where this text should locate, right? You can be able to pick that and basically try to let the front-end design skill to design it and pieces all together. And that's really one of the things that I find it really helpful. So make sure to iterating through using the front-end design skill if you can. Try to give enough context on these shared components, right? And tell it exactly what is the scene that you're trying to design. And it will basically think of all the shared components you have and try to design it, and also try to convert it into a wireframe if you can in the terminal, confirm it before it started building. That I find it really helpful if you're going to try to do this. So that's my take. If you follow this 5-step process that I mentioned in this video, and I'll make sure to put all the resource inside of this repository, like the entire prompts from video to prompts inside of the Google AI Studio, as well all the images, right? All the context, as well as the transcript that I have for this video. Everything is inside of this repository. Now, I do understand how difficult it is to building from scratch using remotion-Cloud Code, and that's why I saved the entire projects, like all the prompts, into this zip file right here. If you open it, you have all the reusable components, all the prompts that I use, and all the resources that I have inside of this repository right here. And I'll make sure to put this inside of our school community so that you can be able to download this and set this up on your local machine. So pretty much that's it for this video, and currently we only have 1 member in our community right now. Make sure to join our school community, because I just switched from our Discord community right here all the way to our school community, which is what you see here. And I'll make sure that in the future all the video resources will be put in our community. And going forward, I'm also planning on hosting our first event where we're going to have a Q&A sessions in the future for you to ask any questions you want in a Google Meet. So if you're interested, please make sure to join our community, and I'm planning on doing that and expanding our community inside of the school. Just getting started today, moving all the course materials into our school. And in the future, I'm also planning on creating a course, and also planning on creating a pool to find out what are the courses that we're going to create inside of our paid community, so that you get access to that as well. Alright, so pretty much that's it for this video, and if you do find value in this video, please make sure to like this video, consider subscribe for more content like this. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.